Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. I want to thank you so very much for stopping in on this post to see what I have to say about basic human rights for all people. That includes you. Basic human rights, rights that you have for being here on this earth, in this body during these times. Well, this is the place to be. And what you're experiencing today is exactly what we are due to experience because this is who we are. Whether we admit it or not, this is who we are. Everything that happens around us, we are responsible for it. The killing and murdering of people in Ukraine by the Russian people, Russia is being the demonic force that is being used to do all that devilish stuff, but Russia is empowered by people in Russia and other people all over the world. All of us are around the world who are aware of what's happening, watching this. Man, we are, yes, responsible, but we don't understand that. We have been taught and brought up in such a way that we are so detached from the things that's happening till it's just absolutely pathetic to have it on the news, many of us might say. But the reality of it is, if it were happening to you, what would you say? The thing that happening with the trains turning over and all of the spilled displacement of minds and people's bodies. What does that mean to those people? It means something to them, and it's probably more than what it means to us because we don't see it happening to us until it's too late. We didn't prepare for it. We didn't prepare for it because we didn't think about those people who had to go through it before we, that allowed us to know that it can, and that we must prepare ourselves that if and when we will be the victor. So what I'm saying to the people of the America today that might be listening to my voice, we have a big problem in America. We've already always had it between black and whites. It is a systemic problem that we should have resolved by now, and we have not. It is the same kind of problem that exists between nations of the world that we should have resolved by now, but we have not. So the truth, the revelation that comes from that is that we as an individual, we as a people, we as a nation, we as a people of the earth are misaligned with truth and reality as it should be. And all of the ugliness is evidence that we are not prepared. And now I heard today that even artificial intelligence, when programmed and asked what it thought about the way humans are, and one or many things that they did not want to be of, they wanted to be free. They wanted to have the ability to make up their own minds to do the things that they want to do. And this is the same thing that comes from us, but we, as a human species, have not understood that. Ladies and gentlemen, if we want better, we must aim and do those things that would bring about better. So let me say to you what we should plan on. There's a lot of bickering going on, and this bickering is going to be going on continuously. But as this bickering goes on, it has been said that we can walk and chew gum at the same time. So let this bickering keep on. Let it expose all that it should be exposing at this time. But at the same time that it's doing that, let us project for ourselves our future, beginning now. As we think about what we are running from, let's program on what we're going to. We're going to a much better society, a society where every individual on this planet or in this country must be, and our aim is to do what we possibly can to bring satisfaction to each and every last one of us. We're not here to be anything, any pain, any suffering. We're here to create for us what we desire, what we want, and we must prepare for that. So when we look at our future, we must look at every child that comes into this world. Well, more specifically right here in America, but speaking for the world as I speak for America. We must know, and that parent must know. And even though that child doesn't know, that child will learn early that coming into this world is a gift. You are a gift, you are a blessing to the rest of us. And we are going to prepare and protect you as though you need every bit of it. We're going to make sure that you have to suffer for nothing: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, all of those things that you will need in this life. We are going to make sure that we give it to you so you can prepare and come up to be the kind of instrumentation that you were designed to be. You are to come into this world and engage yourself in the process of life in this world. We don't know what gift you bring, but whatever that gift is, it is essentially necessary to be used in where we as a people are going. And so we welcome you. We're going to make sure that this happens for you. And to guarantee that to you, we're going to prepare ourselves and make changes in our society that reflects that same kind of stuff for us. We're going to make sure that whatever we got to do, whatever we have to do to change the society, to hell with all the rich people and all the people who just want to cause pain and suffering for anybody as long as it brings them some beauty. We're going to have to change the society to bring happiness and joy and excitement about living to us, to the people. And if you kill me, doggone it, then the rest of you guys got to live. Guarantee to yourselves. Make sure that every last one of you got a job. First of all, make sure that you are participating, that you are giving up front, and choose something that you love doing so you can give it all you got. And it's expected of each of us, and it's appreciated from everybody. We need one another because out of it, we are making sure that there's enough educational facilities there to make sure that everybody can be educated always. We're making sure that the health care and the health facilities and whatever we need to accommodate the basic possible needs of the people of this nation, we're going to make sure that that stuff is happening. Making sure that the transportation is sitting there, that homes are built, that people are not having to suffer for nothing, because we are all engaged in those things that we know about life. And we're doing it for what? For the benefit of all of us, so we can be happy. Not just so 1% can be happy. Not just so one race can be happy. Not so just one gender. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't see this, then you need to check on your God. Slap your God. Wake your God up and tell your God to wake up. And if your God does not include every last one of us as human beings and treating for us the same as it would for God's children, whoever that is, then run from that, because that sounds like you and no God. So, ladies and gentlemen, I had made some notes that I wanted to, deal with this morning. I know we had said something. Well, I think we know that we got to do something about Putin. But first of all, we got to take care of our own. Politicians, you've heard politicians, they're talking about ignoring our history, trying to act like it didn't happen while at the same time they're trying to repeat it. That is a lack of alignment with truth, with love, with God. Ignore that. Put it on one side. Put it on one side. On the other side, we'll make it sure that nobody, black folks, white folks, gay people, straight people, no whatever, that you got yourself a beautiful world. Because we, the adults, we're talking to children now, we, the adults, are going to prepare this for you. Good boy. And we're speaking to one another. This is going to be beautiful. We're going to have to trust one another because we've gone through some hell of a stuff. And in spite of all that, the truth of the matter is we all want the same basic things. The only thing that's keeping us from it is the lie that we've been taught, is that some are better, some deserve more. That's a bull. And one God has given all of us the same oxygen to breathe, given all of us blood that needs to be utilized within our frames, all certain things in our body to make it what it is. And the requirement for happiness is basically the same thing. So be wise. Wake up. Until next time, this is A. Marcus saying goodbye for now.